What is going on, everybody? This is LtBuzzLitebeer, and today is the day Elder Scrolls fans have had circled about 20 times in permanent marker on their calendars. This was to be the day that all the speculation and all the leaks had said that the Oblivion Remaster would be shadow dropping on the public. And we just found out all of that was incorrect. So 2 for 2 on misses for what we were getting today. But there is a redemption arc in here. There is a silver lining because we just got our first official confirmation, date, and a live stream dropping tomorrow. So yeah, hold on to your butts because we've got a lot to make it through today. If you want to support the channel, please hit subscribe and ring that notifications bell. We also just fired up channel memberships with tiers and perks for all levels. And now let's get into all the latest and official Bethesda info on the Oblivion Remaster. We might as well not bury the headline and get right into all the action because everything, and I mean everything, has now come to light. We finally got an official confirmation as Bethesda, as of about an hour ago, posted a very basic and unassuming tweet. You've got the eyeball, the Roman numeral 4, and it just says tomorrow, 11 a.m. EST, along with links to both their Twitch and YouTube channels. So tomorrow is just going to be effing crazy. Now, personally, I've been watching all the build-up and all the speculation that Oblivion Remake or Remastered, whatever they're going to eventually call it, was going to be a shadow drop, which, at least to me, felt like it was never going to go down that way. We've been hearing about Oblivion Remastered for what feels like years now, right? So let's take a look at this, starting off with that initial Reddit leak found back in June of 2023, coming from a poster claiming to be an ex-employee at Virtuous Games, saying that they were working on a project codenamed Alter, which was the Oblivion remake, and they would be using both the old Oblivion engine along with a bolted-on version of Unreal Engine 5, where the graphics were rendered in UE5, but most of the gameplay and physics were still done in Oblivion. September 2023 is where this initial ex-employee leak really took form and received some bit of validity when Microsoft posted the hidden part out loud, so to speak, when they made confidential court documents from their Xbox versus the FTC case public. Whoops. And lo and behold, FY22E, second line down, it says Oblivion Remaster. But of course, as with every studio in project and concept phases, all of this could change in an instant. There was also the question of the dates being badly off, as this was projecting for Indiana Jones, an Elder Scrolls Online expansion, the Starfield DLC, aka Shattered Space, and the Oblivion Remaster to all be hitting around the same time. And here we are. What about some 3 years later, and we were seeing some of this come true, for instance, the Starfield DLC and Indiana Jones game, but Oblivion was still an enigma. There was also some brief hype coming in around January 2025 when it was reported from multiple sources like Tom Warren and Jez Corden that we would be seeing something about it at the Developer Direct 2025, but that never materialized. But then we also got this article from MP First in January of this year claiming they had received insider information from a Virtuous employee confirming many of those 2023 leaked details, such as that, yes, it was in production, it was using UE5 and so on, but they also added on that mechanics within the remastered version had been reworked, like the block system, which they described as being Souls-like, which is kind of interesting. It also had an improved sneak system, damage calculations were also reworked, along with a modified STAM system, thank God, which always kicked my butt in the original Oblivion. The HUD had also been changed, hit reactions were adjusted to give better response, and archery had been improved to make it more playable and modern in both third and first person viewpoints. But it was March, pushing into April, that really saw the buzz around the fact that this was really happening kick into overdrive, with the likes of Nate the Hate over on Twitter publicly stating that the reveal and release would be happening in April. We saw the whole Detective Seeds post saga where they posted a series of dates, then deleted their account. but it actually turned out that their account had been hacked, and then they returned and posted some more dates. And you also had the likes of Jeff Grubb and Tom Warren both proclaiming that Oblivion would be happening in April. It was also this month that the most damning, and let's call it the final nail in the coffin, that Oblivion was indeed happening took place, with the colossal findings of all the remastered screenshots found by a Reddit user called Tarnil, who was using Inspect Elements on the Virtuous Games website when they hit solid gold with pick after pick. Now, the links were quickly shut down, but not before the images had been downloaded and spread across the internet like wildfire. There was also the fact that one of the images was named IMG Virtuous Portfolio Alter Item 1, which, if you remember back to what the original leaker had called this project, it was called Alter inside of Virtuous. So at this point, we knew, it was confirmed, Oblivion Remake, as the key art was showing us, was fully in the pipeline and the release was imminent. We just didn't know exactly when. Just going to speculate here. I think this is a pretty solid bet, and I just want to confirm that I'm fully on board with the idea that we are getting the reveal live stream tomorrow, and either as soon as it goes live or immediately after, Oblivion Remastered will hit all sales platforms, where I expect the internet to just immediately catch fire and explode, putting a big smile on both Todd Howard's and Phil Spencer's faces. Also worth mentioning here that DMs with Xbox support said that the game was coming out on April 21st, which is today. We know that it did not happen, so those happen to be incorrect. But it at least once again added fuel to the fire that the game was launching immediately. And of course, just to kind of complete the circle here, we've also seen from the key art that was pulled from the Virtuous website that it looks like the DLC is also coming out with the full edition, which has been further confirmed by Lord Cognito, who got this info from a trusted source, that every single DLC will be included in this remastered version, including Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine. Man, I never played that one. I'm kicking myself in the butt right now, but I guess I'm going to get the chance, and we're getting this at no extra cost, although I cannot confirm that, but I guess we're going to find all that out tomorrow. And find a little bit of information here that we got this morning, and I hope your PC is up to specs, because we got another leak. That's right, the hits just keep coming, this time indicating that the Oblivion Remastered will be 121 gigs in size, which is monstrous when you think back to the OG game size, which was found to be under 6 gigs. Man, things have changed, right? Think about that. Oblivion was originally under 6 gigs for the entire Smash. I did want to stop for just a moment and kind of interject this and say that as a fan of Elder Scrolls, and I'm a huge fan, by the way, I can't wait to pick this one up tomorrow, as honestly, I didn't spend nearly enough time with Oblivion, actually preferring to spend the bulk of my time with both Morrowind and, of course, Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. So this is a chance to kind of backtrack, get back in there and enjoy it, but this time with those enhanced graphics and, of course, those new gameplay mechanics. It's also going to be very interesting to see just how far Virtuous has pushed and taken this remastered effort, because we've already seen some fans of the original professing out in public saying that they don't like this newer, more colorful palette shown in the leaked images. But there you go. Oblivion is now officially confirmed by Bethesda, which is huge news, because up until now it's all just been leaks and speculation. But we could see the writing on the wall. We knew what was about to happen. Bethesda knew we knew. They were just waiting for this moment to finally drop the public announcement. I do plan on covering the live stream tomorrow to see if they drop any nuggets of information, and if they do, expect another Oblivion follow-up report. I mean, hell, depending on how this video is received, we may just go ahead and put that follow-up on the calendar and permanent marker. But as always, drop me a comment. Maybe something about your most cherished Elder Scrolls memory. I think that would be really cool to read. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell so you never miss one of my future upload alerts. All my socials, including links to today's sources, can be found in the video description. And until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.